Alright, Hayes Mega here. It's a hot summer day. Well, you wouldn't think it from the the sky, but it is a warm one today. It is August, and there's a lot of humidity is the problem in San Jose right now because of all the clouds. But yeah, it is a hot summer day. But there's clouds, so that's why I was able to work on the car without getting burned by the sun. But anyway, so what I got going on today is, ta-da! I got my Galant VR4 here, the Black Widow Galant VR4, and today I'm going to go install this guy. It's a transmission. It's a gear, Speedo gear drive. So what I'm going to do is. And I found out where it is, so it's hiding behind back there somewhere. You can see. Let's see if we can zoom in on it. There it is, see? That guy. So, good thing it's only one bolt. Reason I'm changing it is because the Speedo is off on this car. I noticed this car always says I'm going really fast. So I think it's 10 plus miles an hour from like a true miles per hour. Like if I'm going like 30 miles an hour, it says I'm really only going 40 miles per hour. I noticed the car says I'm going like say I'm going on the freeway, I'm going like 65, but I'm really only going 55. And I see cars passing me a lot, so yeah, it's really annoying. So I'm gonna try to fix that today. I bought this from someone on Galant, the Galant forums, and this is from a 1G Eclipse. I think somebody had transplanted a 1G all-wheel drive transmission into this car, and they didn't bother to change the Speedo gear, which is what everyone thought on the internet. So I'm gonna go figure that out today. All right, so. I think it's a 10 or 12 to take this bolt off. So let's hop to it. Okay, so yeah, there's quite a bit of hoses and stuff in the way. So I don't know, we'll just have to figure something out. Pretty much the gear shift levers are in the way of it, and then all these hoses in the back here. So. And I think you can just get around it. So yeah, the first thing I gotta do is unscrew the cable, so you can see. You can see there's a cable that's connecting it's screwed on to the top of the Speedo assembly here. So you can see. It screws onto here first, so let's take that out first. Yeah, I'm just going to stick my arm in there, and hopefully I can turn it in my hand. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, wow, can't really see it, but it's actually quite easy. It's not very tight at all, so I don't know if it's supposed to be like, wow, it only took a couple turns to get it out too. So I'm going to go pull the Speedo gear out. There it is. It's got some goob on it. I'm just gonna let it just kind of dangle there. Or let me see if I can get it up. I'll probably put it on top of the charcoal canister. Okay. Alright, so now it's kind of free. Now I'm just gonna go get what looks like a 10 mil and unbolt it. Okay, so there you go. I've gotten it and put every, pretty much almost all the extensions I have in my arsenal of tools. So as you can see, there it is. See, kind of just disappears down there. And yeah, and then I got a small ratchet. I thought I could do it. I thought I would do it while it's in there, but you know what? I probably could. I probably don't have to have all this stuff in there. Yeah, I'll probably take the top one out. Let's take the top one out. I probably don't have to have it on the top like that. I'm just being lazy. And hopefully I can get it out. I got the small one so I would have room. Oh, there we go. Okay. Too hard. Off it goes. Sorry, it's really hard to see. Yeah, I'll probably take it off by hand now. I mean, it's on aluminum and everything. It's a small bolt, so you probably don't want to, you know, ding it too much. I thought this would be a little bit hard, but it's not too bad. So there's the bolt right there. It's a small one. Okay, now take the Speedo gear out. Let me just pull it out. And I gotta remember the bolt is facing towards me. And it's not coming out. Okay, now we got a problem. This one won't come out. I got it out. After much persuasion with the pliers here, I got it out. I thought it would just come straight out, but it didn't. What I had to do was get the cable and then thread it back in, and then use the cable to pull it out. Because the cable, it threads into here. So I counted them, and okay, the one that's in there is a 30 tooth. 30 tooth. Where did I write it? Yeah, 30 right there. Okay. Hard to see, but I wrote 30. I counted it like 3 times each one. And then this one is 29 tooth. So, and I scratched my hands up a bit too. So this one is a little bit smaller than that one. Hopefully it makes a difference. This is the Galant one, and I think this is a 1G Eclipse one. So we'll just go ahead and put this back in, and then hopefully that'll fix the problem. All right. Here's my guy. Actually, I want to go clean it off too. It's a little dirty. Blow some air on it. Okay, I got it in there. There she is. Way in the depths of the engine bay. Yeah, so it's a little tricky getting it in. It's like a machine, so it goes in like straight. Like see this part here? I will use the old one for. I hope I put the right one in. Put the right one in. So, all right. So yeah. So to put it in, you got to put it in like straight, because there's this section here that's like, it's like flush with the hole. They cut it like just right, you know, and then the O-ring seals it. But yeah, you have to drop it in straight, you know, and then you have to align this the bolt hole. So I got it in there, and then I couldn't rotate it anymore, and I needed just like another millimeter, like clockwise or something, and I was like, ah, shit. So I have to pull it out again a little bit, and then you rotate it a little bit, and then you stick it back. Oh, you rotate it a little bit, and then you put the bolt in to make sure you got it in the right place. And then I had it in the right place, so I just press it down all the way, and then I tighten it with the ratchet there. And I didn't tighten it too tight. I just, you know, snug. That's why I use a small ratchet, so it wouldn't over tighten it. I don't know what the torque is, and I don't even think I could get a torque wrench in there. So I'll take it for a ride, and then we'll see. We'll see if the speedometer is right. Oh, actually, yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'll drive with a GPS. Actually, my phone has a GPS. I can use my a GPS app on the phone. Will tell me how fast I'm going, and then we'll compare it to the speedometer. If it's off by 5, that's okay. But 10, that's way too much. Most cars are 5, especially Japanese cars. So I got handed to Mitsubishi. It was kind of a bitch getting that out. I wonder how much harder it is to get out if the, you know, what was here before. Yeah, I think the intake goes here, right here. Not really sure what goes over here. Yeah, my car has like most of the stuff taken out of it, or like it's been relocated, so it's a lot cleaner than the normal Galant. Yeah, but I think the normal Galant engine bay is like completely full, kind of like the 2G Eclipse. All right. Anyway, yeah, it was fun. I'll go bag that one up, and then it's 1 tooth smaller, so it should go a little bit faster. So hopefully enough to make it 5 miles per hour difference at least, you know. All right, I'll let you know. It is my go. Okay, also I wanted to note that man, this isn't like a 90s car. Okay, well, it's probably a late 80s, early 90s car, but it's come on, Mitsubishi. It's still got like a cable-driven speedometer, you know. Most of the cars, I think, most of the cars in the 90s had already gone to like an electronic system, you know. Instead of having a cable, they used, you know, a wire, and then like it would spin around, I think. Anyways, yeah. So I guess maybe the 1G Eclipses and stuff, they all still used it, and then when it went to the second half of the 90s, the 2G generation, I think they got away from it. I'm not sure. I haven't really checked the one. I should probably look at my Eclipse. But yeah, it's like come on. But I'm pretty sure that OBD2 probably has some kind of electronic sensor that tells you how fast you're going, because this one is all mechanical. I'm pretty sure this car doesn't know how fast it's going, you know, that type of thing. Alright, here's what I got. Alright, Hayes Mega here, doing something very dangerous, driving and filming at the same time. Anyway, so we're going about, let's see if I can get it up to 60. Okay, we're going about 60 miles an hour right now, according to Speedometer. And this says we're going like 48, 47, 48. Or more like 48. I kind of slow down a little bit. So I've tested it a couple times now, and it is off by like 12 miles an hour now. So it's even worse now. Before it used to only be 10. So let's see, let's try it again. Let's go 55. So we're doing 55 right now. Okay, so we're doing 55. Let's see if we can get it to 60. Okay, back to 60 again. So we're at 60, and then we're going 48 right now, according to that GPS. So yeah, it made it worse by like 2 miles an hour. But what the problem is, I think, is that the needle is off on this. I need to actually crack open this speedometer and actually move the needle back, because I see it when I turn the car off, it settles at 15. It stops at 15 miles an hour. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Why? So yeah, it kind of pisses me off. It's off by like a significant amount. We're going like 70 right now, and we're only going like 60. So, and this Mercedes is trying to pass me. So yeah. I made him work for it. But anyway, yeah, so we're going 70, it said 75, let's see. We're going 75, and then it says we're going like 65. Alright, that's 75 right there, yeah, so it's about 12 miles an hour off now, so now I just gotta remember to add 12, I guess. I'm just gonna put the other one back in, and then it'll be 10. I should have figured, hey, it's going to be spinning, it's less teeth, and it's going to be spinning faster, so it should, whatchamacallit, oh man, there's less teeth, so it spins faster, so the speedometer should be off by more, you know, the speedometer should be saying more. So, Jesus Christ, man, fucking suspension on this car, I hate it. Yeah, so yeah. So I have to go back up a tooth, and then I'll get 2 more. I think it's the needle that's the problem. I think maybe somebody fucked around with the needle on this car at some point, and because I think the speedometer cable. I think the speedometer cable is right. All right. Yeah. So also so if you look at the needle, this is the car's not even on right now. You see 0 RPM, and it's the needle sits at like 15 miles per hour pretty much. So what I'm thinking is I gotta crack this open, and I gotta move that needle back 10. That's all I have to do, you know. I move it back to where the 5 is, basically, and that'll pretty much get me pretty close to the real speed, you know. 10 miles an hour, like I said, 10 miles an hour is too much. Now it's 12 miles an hour, and then 5 miles an hour, that's even worse. So I mean, 5 miles an hour, that's better. I can live with 5 miles per hour fast, because that's what most of the cars are. They're 5 miles per hour fast. Well, most cars are 5 miles per hour fast. So it's better to be a little faster than slower, you know. But I will just move. What I might try to do is figure out how to open this gauge cluster, and then move that needle back to the 5 mark, and that'll be it. Hopefully. I'll So that's the next step. So so kind of a failed. They actually made it worse. So all right, here's my go.